Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Monday workout. Today is the start of a deload week. It is the week after a testing week, and we're going to deload, which means we're going to do about 50% volume, 50% intensity, with the exception of deadlifts. We are still going to go heavy on deadlifts. I believe that's on Wednesday this week because we are still working up to a 1 rep max on that exercise. But the rest of this stuff is meant to be a reprieve for your joints. Joint building. We're going to do a lot of accessory exercises, and we're going to still do cardio, still do our functional training, but it's just at a more moderate pace that hopefully allows you a complete recovery and that you feel fresh and rested and reset when we go into either Saturday this week, which will be hard, or the following week on Monday. All right. So let's begin with 2 minutes warm-up pace cardio and then get 2 rounds through just a little leg and hip circuit. We're gonna do some hip cradles, so 5 reps on each side. Grab the shin and rotate the leg outward, but make sure you don't feel it in the side of your knee, but in your hip when you do this. Lateral lunge and rotate, so I'm standing with my feet together. I'm gonna step out and behind, right? So I'm stepping slightly backward and then rotating down to trailing knee, motion up and rotate to the front. Step out and back on the opposite side, rotate down, tap that knee, up and back to the middle in one motion. Drinking bird is next, so a short stagger stance. So the heel of my front foot is on the same line as the toe of my back foot. And make sure that as you hinge forward, you are peeling your chest away from the ground so you feel a good stretch in that hamstring. A lot of times when we do drinking birds, I see people kind of tuck forward and they just practice hinging their vertebrae. This is for the hips and the hamstrings. So make sure you're pulling your chest up away from the ground. You feel that stretch in that front hammy primarily. Scap pull-ups is next. And if you want to do a few regular pull-ups and set up your pull-ups for the beginning of the next round, that will play into some of the intervals that we do today. But scap pull-ups is just tension on the hands and shrugging down and up. Small motion, don't overdo it, and just feel the movement of the shoulder blades. And then Captain Morgan is our last one. This is our side plank exercise. So the top leg is in front, right? That foot is in front of the bottom one. My legs are totally straight and I'm on the blades of my feet. I don't want to be like this with my knee bent, right? And I'm just taking steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 12 on each side, all right? And that is our Captain Morgan. After we get done with 2 rounds of the warm-up, we're gonna go into this multi-mode interval workout. There's gonna be 5 total intervals, and there'll be 2 of one version, 2 of a second version, and 1 of a third version of the intervals. But every one of them is going to be a 4-minute work block followed by a 2-minute rest block. 2 of those intervals are gonna be on the bike. 2 of those intervals are gonna be on a rower. And if you're looking for a pace on this, it's just a moderate aerobic pace. So I don't want it to be like a warm-up lollygag kind of just blow off pace. I want you to get your heart rate up, but think like just a little higher than maybe zone 2 cardio on the 2 minute or on the 4 minutes of work on there. The fifth one is going to be a body weight movement interval that is based on our workout Cindy, which is 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 air squats, okay? And you're just gonna set up so that you get approximately 4 rounds, 3 to 4 rounds in 4 minutes of that exercise sequence. And if you just do the basic versions of all those exercises and you move at a moderate pace, that's about how long it should take you. This is one where you're gonna wanna have everything set up like right next to each other, right? So I'll do my pull-ups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would like to be able to drop right into my push-ups, right? So when we do the push-ups, make sure it's chest, chin, and thighs all touching the ground. Try to close the gap between your chest and the ground, and then elbows straight at the top with my core nice and tight, and then hop right into squat number 1 for 15 air squats. And we're going hips below parallel and then lock out the hips at the top, okay? That is our workout for today. Deload day number 1 in the tank, all right? See you guys on Tuesday.